Use the coefficient of x squared to predict the shape and direction in which the parabola opens. If I look at the graph of f of x equal to minus 2x squared minus 3, this coefficient here, which is called a, is negative. The coefficient of minus 2 make the shape of the parabola to open downward. So if a is negative, the parabola opens downward. If a is positive, the parabola opens upward. So if I have y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, I write in the standard form. If a is positive, my parabola looks like that. If a is negative, the parabola is gonna going downward like that. Will be shape of the parabola. So in this case, we have more information here. We have minus 3 here added outside the function. So that means this parabola is shifted down 3 units. From here, shifted down 3 units. It flipped, shifted down 3 units. So these are the information that we have. This number here would help us to see how narrow or wide our parabola is going to get. 2 makes the parabola narrower. If this were 1/2, less than 1, then we would make it wider. So these are, just by looking at this equation, we can say this parabola opens downward because this is minus. This parabola is shifted 3 units down, and this number tells me that it's narrower than the original one. General characteristic of the parabola. This is the general equation of the parabola that you need to remember. F of x or y is equal to some constant here, a. Again, this a would help us to see if the parabola going upward or downward, times x minus h squared plus k, where we can locate the position of the vertex here now. So this is a parabola. A cannot be equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, then we don't have a second order equation. So this is a parabola with the vertex of hk. This would be the position of the vertex. And the vertical line x is equal to h as axis. This is the axis of symmetry. X is equal to h, the line that passes through the vertex. The graph opens up if a is positive and down if a is negative. The graph is wider than the equation of y is equal to x squared if that a is between 0 and 1. If absolute value of a is between 0 and 1, so if the number is 0.5, 1/2, or 1/3, so if that's the case, then the parabola would be wider. The graph is narrower than the original one if a is greater than 1. If this coefficient is 2, 3, 4, then it would be narrower than the original one. Let's take a look at this example. Graph f of x equal to 1/2 times x minus 2 squared plus 1. Give the vertex, axis, domain, and the range. So this parabola obviously opens upward because a is positive. This parabola it's wider than the original one because this number here is between 0 and 1. It's less than 1. It is wider than the original one, and the vertex would be the position of h and k. The h is 2, k is 1. Notice that this minus is part of the formula. So this parabola shifts up 1 unit, shifts right 2 units from the origin. Up 1 unit, right 2 units. So that's where the vertex is. This would be position of the vertex, h and k. The line of the symmetry would be the line right going through the vertex, which would be x is equal to 2. That would be the line of the symmetry, this line there. that is x is equal to 2. Has to be a vertical line. And the domain would be the value of x. So this parabola gradually going to increases and cover all the numbers on the x-axis. So the domain would be all real numbers. So we can write an interval notation. And the range would be right from here up. So it would be all the number from 1 to infinity. That would be the range for this parabola.